the city of Detroit Lakes has one of the wonders of northwestern Minnesota with our city beach. A mile long of great sand and great fun for families and a tourist attraction for people all around. But at the most recent Detroit Lakes City Council meeting, the city changed their ordinance as it applies to private docks on the city beach. Now you might wonder, a public beach, why were the private docks on it in the first place? Well, in order to get this wonderful beach that we do have here in Detroit Lakes, and it is a fantastic beach, in the 1960s there was a quit-claim deed that was done by the city to the property owners that owned that strip of land now known as the public beach. Now in that quit-claim deed, these people were going to have a right and easement to have a dock and a boat along that city beach. It was frankly the only way the city of Detroit Lakes could get this beach started without a huge bonding bill or using something like eminent domain. So that happened, and the beach was built, labeled as one of the 7 great engineering modern marvels of Minnesota in the 1960s, praised by publications throughout the state and the region. But somehow, the city, a few years later, started to change their policy towards those private dock owners that were so gracious in order to give them those easements to have that public beach. Sometime in the 1980s, the city decided to start a policy of not issuing dock permits to people that had gotten them, that had not applied for your dock permit the year before. If you forgot, they wouldn't issue you another permit the following year. It was never written down anywhere, but that was the policy started. Well, this had gone on for quite a while, and now recently it came up and became a problem. The city had to spend money on an attorney. Some private citizens had to spend money on an attorney. For 6 months it went back and forth. The city of Detroit Lakes eventually clarified their ordinance to put that wording in there. The problem is, in that quit-claim deed, back in the 1960s to form that beach, these people were told that they would be able to have their docks and easements forever. Well, forever to me, it isn't just 20 or 30 years. Now, we're not talking about a whole lot of docks. We're talking about 7. 7 docks that are along the beach. But when did the city of Detroit Lakes decide to change its mind? And now how about all the other property owners along the beach? They didn't apply last year for a dock. Now, they won't ever be able to have one along there. How does that affect their property values? A lot of people, when they live along a lake, want lake access. And now, some of those people won't ever have that opportunity. Now, the ordinance is now clarified. But since when did the city decide to change its mind? Nobody's been able to tell me when. Sometime in the 1980s, it became policy for them not to renew dock permits if you didn't file the year before. But isn't the city beach big enough for both? And if not, shouldn't the city accommodate the rest of those dock people that would like one along the beach? After all, to get your beach, you had to have their cooperation in the first place. Why did the city decide to change now? I know it's a public beach. Everybody wants their space there. And I have even been told that there's a possibility that dock permits could go up in order to accommodate cleanup around the beach because of the obstruction of the docks. But isn't helping the city beach and cleaning it up what we just passed a 1% food and beverage tax for? Why are we going to make all the dock owners pay for it now?